Ladies and gentlemen, her.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. The first thing we're gonna do is apologize for my voice.
I'm sick. Boo, you whore.
This video, I kind of tried to do a travel vlog. I filmed a whole bunch this weekend when we went on our first gala tour of the year. It was a pretty interesting experience because the man I was supposed to be dancing with had injured himself the weekend before during the performances of Le Corsair, so a new partner, my good friend Antonio, had to jump in. We learned we were dancing together literally 1 week before we left for the gala, and we had to prepare not one but two pas de deux, Giselle and the Nutcracker. That was an interesting start to our gala experience. So the day of the tour, I woke up around 6 a.m, which is not it. That's not it. So after drinking about 2 cups of coffee, finally got out the door, didn't forget anything, huge achievements. So gross. The bus was scheduled to come around 8, but of course there were some complications due to an event happening at the square next to the theater, and the police wouldn't let any cars go through. So we ended up having to walk to where the bus was parked a little way away. But once we got into the bus, the real adventure started. The ride itself was about 6 hours, so we all did our best to sleep and pretty much do anything we could so that our legs didn't get too swollen. It was a bus full of dancers laying on their backs with their feet in the air, feet on the seats, pretty much anything we could do so the blood wouldn't just pool down there. We got to the theater at 2:30 and we ate a quick lunch and almost immediately started a rehearsal on the stage, so we all warmed up really fast, and it was the first time actually that me and Antonio had tried our pieces in costume. So that was an adventure. We finished the rehearsal around 5:30 and immediately headed over to do our hair and makeup for the show. It's always a bit stressful to do our own hair for the show because I think we're a little bit spoiled. In the theater we have both women who help with our hair, and if we need, there are people who also will help you with makeup, even though I'm pretty sure most girls enjoy the process of doing their own makeup, so that we all end up doing it ourselves anyway. So the theater was actually gorgeous. They had huge spacious dressing rooms, the stage was really nice, the audience was really big, and I think they said that it was the first ballet show that has ever been in that theater, so that was exciting that we got to be the first ones. And someone also told us that the audience there was a little bit hard. They didn't really tend to react much, I guess, so we were a little bit apprehensive. It's always kind of hard to perform for an audience that isn't enthusiastic about you, and we didn't really know how they were going to react, especially if it was their first ballet show and we had a really classical program. I know that classical ballet isn't really everyone's cup of tea, but we hoped for the best. The show started at 7 p.m. and had 2 acts with a 20-minute intermission, plus pieces were separated by a speaker who explained which pieces were coming up and what they were about. So since we had such a small group of dancers, this enabled us to quick change because a lot of our pieces were really close next to each other. Being on stage was really fun. We were all really just focused on enjoying ourselves as much as we could, since there was so many factors to this show that we just couldn't control. All of us had really numb feet, we were really tired from the drive, and honestly it went great. We all had a great time. Everything worked, there were no issues, everyone danced beautifully. Audience during the show was honestly a little bit apprehensive to clap and cheer, and we didn't really know what they thought, but during the end they all stood up and gave us a standing ovation, which there's really nothing more you can ask for at the end of the show as a professional dancer, and it really solidifies how you feel about your own performance, and it's really moving to know that your performance touched people in that way. Yeah, we were really moved by that. So after the show was over, we celebrated, of course. We had a little bit of wine backstage, but we had to hurry and get going because we had a 6-hour drive ahead of us, but that didn't stop us from convincing the bus driver to pull over at the nearest McDonald's before we get home. So we arrived back in Warsaw at 4:30 a.m. I got home at like 5. It was rough. So yeah, that's the story of our first gala of this season. I can't wait to tell you about the next one. It's going to be in November in Bydgoszcz. The program is going to be a little bit different. We're going to change up a little bit. I might do something new. So yeah, see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.